All right, we're recording. Let's see. Who should I call out this morning? Caden, what was in a couple sentences? What was GoPro for you? What was GoPro like?
I loved it. It was fantastic. I'm not supposed to have my mask off in the airport right now. Got some cops look at me. It was really good to be there. It was really good for me personally. But I'm really proud of Nick, Colby, and Jordan specifically for making their business a priority the whole weekend. I know it was out of the way for all three of them in one way or another. They made it there, made it a priority, got a lot out of it, and I'm really proud of them. Really proud of what they're doing, and I'm excited to see them grow. And my biggest takeaway is that I'm thinking too small. So 90 days from now, 3-star Golden Circle executive, and it's already a done deal.
Go, love it, Caden. Awesome, man. Cynthia,
wait, look at Nick's head.
He shaved it, man. He cleaned it up.
Yo, congrats, man.
Cynthia, if you can unmute, I'd love to hear what you saw. I kept seeing your face pop up on my screen because we were in the same Zoom room, but I never got a chance to talk to you about it. But what did you think, Cynthia?
Good morning, everybody. I was just in awe of just the way that my story needs to be, even though we've been told that our story is very important, but it really, really, really needs to be important. I mean, it needs to be the front part of what we do, what we start. And then with the speakers, I took so many notes. I have to go back and rewrite my notes, I'm sure. But I need to stop procrastinating and stop, like Caden said, thinking small, think big, and have more faith in myself. And it's okay to help others and everything, but to help others, I need to help myself first. That's what I got out of it.
Definitely. Love it, Cynthia. So good. So good. Yeah, the story piece, I mean, it's so easy to forget, but it really is. I mean, it's everything. It's everything that we do, especially in this business, but really anything. The most successful business people, the best parents, the best significant other, the best the most successful politicians. I mean, anybody that achieves anything is because of their ability to communicate. And humans like to be communicated to via stories, not data and facts and figures. I mean, every book that you love, even if it taught you a lot, you love it because of the story. Like for me, 4-Hour Workweek being one of my favorite books, it taught me a lot of like thoughts and philosophies and success tips and habits. But I love it because it draws me in with the story. It draws me with the story. And you can think about that. I mean, everything that's made a difference in your life is first communicated to you with the story. So it's the most important thing we can do, especially in our business where we don't have to do really anything else besides tell stories. What else do we do, right? We give a video that explains a detail. We can connect someone else on the team that has the expertise to answer a question. Our job is to tell stories and influence people to make decisions with those stories. So good, so good. All right, well, I could go around talking about the event for ages, but thank the two of you for sharing that. And yeah, special shout out to all you guys that took the time to invest in yourself this weekend and be a part of that. I think it was great. I know like even Nelson wasn't able to leave his country because of travel restriction, but he had they were watching the GoPro event on their TV in Germany and they had like a phone with Zoom up. I saw Cynthia and Sarah doing something similar. You're filming stuff and you're looking at a Zoom through a Zoom. It's like Inception or something, but there's a will, there's a way. Got to be resourceful, right? And you guys were. So shout out to all of you guys that made that happen. As far as last week goes, shout out to Colby on his first rank advancement, hitting consultant. Give it up for Colby. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. He actually did that in between breaks at GoPro. Shout out to Zoe on her first international enrollment, her first enrollment in Taiwan, somebody she met while we were there. Shout out to Lauren Frazier on an enrollment last week. Let's see. Shout out to Nelson and Anna over in UK getting an enrollment in. I think that's everything for this week. So shout out to all you guys. Great week last week. Let's make it an even better week this week. Announcements and stuff coming on. So who here is registered for New Year's kickoff in Tampa, Florida in January? almost everyone on here live, so I'm pretty much preaching to the choir. But we just Saturday had a great meeting with Herb and Patty Cepeda, who are really joining full force with us for the event. They're going to be coming down to train. They're promoting it to their team. They already have one of their leaders who's also an Isagenix millionaire, Jessica Johnson. You may or may not have heard her name before. Isagenix millionaire with a huge team. She's coming to speak, and she's bringing at least 10 of her team members along with her. So seats are starting to fill up. The agenda is starting to fill up with better and better trainers. It's going to be really good. So I know all you guys are pretty much registered for that already. But we talked about it at GoPro this weekend, just to reiterate, it's going to be the best thing you can do for your business to start 2021 if you can get some people there with you. And I know that not only did Colby hit consultant in the last few days, but he also got a New Year's kickoff ticket sold, and he's got another person who committed to coming who just hasn't registered yet. So that's the kind of action you want to be taking right now, guys. You got to call. I'd be calling people, just like you're calling to get them started on a value pack, calling to get them started on a New Year's kickoff. Like, hey, you got to make it to this event. It's going to be great. You got to come. I think it's really, really valuable use of your time to do that. So if I have any recommendation for you today, pick at least one person that you want to invite to bring with you. If you already have your ticket, pick at least one person, call them up, bring them along, and let's have some fun together in January. All right. If there's any questions about New Year's kickoff, let me know. All that stuff should be posted in the Facebook group for you guys there. Let's see what else we got. So I know we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but we are officially going to start our Junto Inner Circle weekly meeting this week on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that's where we're going to start for now. If you have an issue with that time, please let me know. But the Inner Circle, if you don't remember what that is, the Junto Inner Circle is for anybody who's achieved the rank of Crystal Manager, or not Crystal Manager, but Manager. You've achieved the rank of Manager. You don't have to be paid currently as Manager, although that's going to be our goal with those Inner Circle calls to make sure everybody is. But if you've achieved the rank of Manager, please join us Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So for you guys in Texas, that's 7:30. Nelson, when you get you guys the Manager, that's going to be middle of the night for you. So we'll figure something out for that. But I see, some people on here. I'm going to miss a few, but I like Tiff and Ariella and let's see, Taylor. I mean, we got a lot of faces on here, but if you've ever achieved the rank of Manager or higher, please join us on Wednesday at 8:30. What we're going to start doing with that is these morning calls. I mean, we have people that are, doing this full time, all the way down to people that are just starting this in these morning calls. And it's hard to provide training to that full range of things. So these morning calls are going to continue to be what they've always been, which is the basic stuff to help you start your day off on the right foot and have the basic knowledge you need. The Inner Circle call is going to be the higher level training stuff, the stuff that's really going to help you guys take it to the next level. Some of the stuff that we just don't have time to talk about on a 15-minute morning call, and you're not awake enough to understand on a 15-minute morning call. So if you're not in the Inner Circle yet, get your butt in there, get yourself to Manager so you can join us. There's going to be a lot of really good stuff in there. The entire little module starter course that I put together for you guys is designed. I even titled it, Join the Junto Inner Circle. The whole thing is designed to help you have everything you need to become a manager, get into that group. That's when things really get fun. That's when you can really start making an impact. You're helping people get paid. You're helping people get healthy. That's really when you can start to create a nice income for yourself as well as manager. So does anybody here remember on GoPro this weekend, several times Eric Worre referred to the core rank, how every company has a core rank? You guys remember hearing that? Core rank, what's the core rank? Every compensation plan has a core rank where once you get to this rank, you should be making at least $500 a month. You should have helped some people get paid. You should have helped some people with your products. For us, that rank is Manager. Manager is the core rank. And our goal is to have every one of you guys be there and not just achieve it once, but be active there and then keep growing from there. Okay. So again, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, first ever Junto Inner Circle call. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. We'll have some cool stuff in store. All right. I think that's it. Anything else, guys, I'm forgetting as far as announcements? Did anybody see all the new compensation plan updates last night? Were you on my mom's team call or on the company call? Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Another reason to get to Manager, but we're talking extra thousands and thousands of dollars that could be in your pocket in January, February, March, just by getting yourself to Manager or Director. So if you, I told everybody that was at GoPro this weekend, this still stands. You took the time and invested to attend GoPro, whether you were here with us in Tampa or in Texas or in Europe. I would love to spend some time with you to reward you for that. You spent the time, you invested the time. I'd love to spend some time with you and help you really put a plan. Like Cynthia said, there's so much stuff. I got to go back and rewrite my notes. It's hard to make a plan with what you've learned. But if you need any help with any of that, let me know. If you need help kind of putting a plan together based on what you learned there, if you need any help with any of that stuff, if you need any help understanding that all these compensation plan updates and what does it mean for you and how can you access it, just let somebody know. Reach out to your enrolling sponsor. If you need to, reach out to me if I'm not your enrolling sponsor, and let's make sure that the motivation and the inspiration and the education doesn't go to waste. Make sure that, I was talking to some of these guys yesterday. We only get a few moments per year where we're really inspired and really motivated and really thinking clearly and seeing the big picture. Only a few times per year. And if we don't capitalize during those moments, we got to wait until the next one comes around, because motivation never lasts. It goes like this. And you can still be productive. You can still make an impact when you're not motivated, but you can do a lot more when you know what I mean? When you're feeling that feeling in your gut where you're just like ready to make a dent in the world. Those moments don't come often. And when they do, it's really important to capitalize. And the way you capitalize is while you're thinking clearly, make a plan that's going to help you make it happen. And it's going to help carry you through the next period where your motivation dips, because it always will. So if you need help making that plan, if you need help figuring out, I know I had some great conversation with a lot of you guys this weekend, one-on-one that were here, but if you need any help trying to figure out what am I going to do next with all this stuff, this inspiration, what am I going to do to finish this year strong? Again, please reach out to your enrolling sponsor or myself, and we'll make that happen. Okay. Last thing to cover here for Team Tuesday is, last thing that I can think of anyways, is on Thursday, we're going to try something a little new. We're going to do like a little bit of breakout so that you can, so Junto, we have this growing organization, this growing team with lots of little teams, so to speak, right? Little pockets of teams throughout. You got Cody and Taylor and Caden, who have their, Caden's got his group of guys that were here for GoPro, and, Cody's got some people here in Florida, and we got little pockets. So what we're going to try on Thursday is we'll break out in smaller groups. I'll let you guys know how it's going to work with the technology of it. So don't worry about that. We'll everybody just come here on Thursday like you normally do. And then I'll let you guys know what to do from there. But we'll break out into smaller groups, and we'll do a little smaller group setting. We'll see how that works. That's an idea I think could be cool for us to do the Thursday business training stuff in smaller groups. That way we can really talk to what each of you guys need specifically. Because I might want to get on here and train, I don't know, maybe specifically speaking to Colby and Michael and Nick on something they're struggling with Ariella and Sierra might have no interest in. So we'll try that. We'll see how it works. We'll break off into some smaller groups on Thursday. So don't be overwhelmed or freaking out if I come on here and tell you guys, all right, you got to click this link now or do this thing. Just come here like you normally do. We'll figure it out. And then we're going to try something new on Thursday. Okay. So a lot of stuff thrown at you guys here, but as far as action steps, what to do next after we get off here, the most important thing, go back to that, like I said, about New Year's kickoff. Everybody on here could at least probably write down one name of someone that you're committed to giving a call today and inviting them to join you for New Year's kickoff. So your homework for today is, if you have a New Year's kickoff ticket already, call at least one person a day, invite them to join you. And if you don't have yours, of course, get yours first. So it's going to be huge. Herb and Patty coming down. Jessica Johnson coming down now. I mean, it continues to grow and gain momentum. It's going to be a really exciting event. There's a really big demand for this right now because many parts of the world you can't do it. Luckily in Florida we can, and people really, really want that. There's a big demand, and we can, as entrepreneurs, we solve problems for people, and we can deliver on that demand. So let's make it happen. Let's make it an awesome time, and let's bring some people together who need it. All right. Okay. All right. Well, funny enough, my word for the day is what Cynthia started us with, which is story. And what I want you guys to think about as far as story is, every time you catch yourself wanting to preach to someone or advise someone or influence someone and tell them what they should do, or close someone and enroll someone, or anytime you catch yourself trying to do that, try to catch yourself, take a breath and say, how can I use a story to achieve what I'm about to do right now? Even if it's in your personal life, if you're trying to convince your husband or your girlfriend of where you're going to go out to eat or what you're going to do this weekend, use a story. Don't just say, hey, we should do this because I think so. Use a story because it's so much more powerful. When you're making your social media posts today, rather than saying like, here's all the great things I know and I've learned and all the things you should implement in your life, tell a story about how things sucked before you came across this bit of information. And then you learned this thing, and then your life got better. And if you're on a rapport call this week, rather than saying like, yeah, we got some really cool shakes and these supplements can really help you and they've helped a lot of people, and I think, based on what you're telling me, they can help you. Don't do that. Take a breath, stop, tell a story about how things were not so good before you came across these products, how you used these products, and now things are great because of it. Use a story to influence this week. So word of the week is story. Let that be at the forefront of your mind this week. Always be telling stories. Become a professional storyteller. Become a great storyteller. Become that person that can tell a story and everybody in the room sitting on the edge of their seat listening to what the punchline might be, because you're doing such a good job of telling it. And the great thing is storytelling is not a natural ability. It's not something anybody is born with. It's a skill we can all get better at. And with some intention, you could get a lot better in just 1 week if you make it a priority to tell some stories this week. So let's go out. Let's tell some stories online. Let's tell some stories in our DMs. Let's tell some story with voice memos, with phone calls, and the people that we meet this week. Let's be great storytellers. All right. Awesome, guys. Okay. Get on that with the New Year's kickoff ticket, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Wellness Wednesday. All right. Adios.